So this is going to be interesting to see how this ends up.
Yeah, and I don't know if Regnier has not began any kind of upgrades whatsoever. He does have the siege tank advantage, but these Banshees will have cloak. However, he does have almost 4 scans saved up, so the Banshees, even with cloak, might not be that effective provided he scans properly.
And I think we saw that last game too, where the +1 came up almost at the end of the game. So, and I don't even believe he has an engineering bay. Did we see one go down at all? I don't believe so.
Yes, he does have one engineering bay.
And he was going to try to take this cliff, but unfortunately this tank votes no. He is just out of range. He could siege up and take this refinery, but he decides not to do that as well right now either. And a good scan. He sees everything that his opponent has.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure. I don't think Regnier knows what his opponent has. I don't think Regnier has hardly any idea. He knows that he has Banshees, but I'm not sure if he knows that there's Cloak or that he has 5 of them sending around these 2 Marines to check and make sure there's no third as his third is up.
We are moving 5 Banshees across the map now, and he may actually spot this third base. He's got to hurry and get this missile turret up. I still don't think it's going to matter because 5 Banshees can take a missile turret. Even if that thing was ready, he can take that out so quickly. And yeah, there he goes. He does reveal his map. Let's see if he starts pulling units. No, he pulls. Actually, he's pulling SCVs and he finally turns them around. But unfortunately, a planetary fortress doesn't do a lot of damage to Banshees as it doesn't look up. And he's going to lose this entire fortress just that quickly. Already, those Banshees already paying for himself. He does lose the first one. He does go invisible, and he does get the scan. Let's see, he loses a second Banshee, and he's going to try to take out the third, but he's not going to be able to do it. But still, the economic advantage of that is a definite bonus because he takes out that planetary fortress, and then he's got to rebuild it. So not only is he mining, but he also loses minerals off of that as well, too.
Yeah, and the Banshees are going around. They're going to be taking these free shots on these probes, seeing probably forcing another scan. Does he get it?
Nope.
No, he wasted the scan. Pretty good Banshee control from Dez, and nothing really going outside of his base either. However, it does look like Dez is kind of low on his funds, whereas Regnier has quite the trust fund.
Yeah, I'm looking for. He is building a command center, trying to find it. Is it somewhere in the base? No, oh, sorry, that's Reg's command center. So yeah, he's still only on 2 bases, and this one is getting to be mined out. There's only 400 minerals on several. Actually, there's some of them that only have 200 minerals. So Reg is actually in a pretty good place here. If he can just hold on, and you can see that he's actually guarding these rocks here. And here comes the drop in the back. And let's see where he... if he drops right here behind those, that would have been a great spot. But no, he's going to go right into the mineral line and start taking out all these SCVs. There's nobody coming back to help them. They are just sitting there. They finally move away, but not before these Marines get tons and tons of kills. He's targeting, firing the orbital command now, and he's going to lose that. Just now, the units are starting to come back in here, and he's going to load them back up and move them off. And he's going to try to repair with a mule, and let's see if he does get it off. Yes, he does start to get off, but the drop comes back out again. He's going to pick off one of these supply depots and load back up again. No, he doesn't load back up. He only loads one, and he's going to lose the others. But still, 8 Marines for all of that damage is definitely very good. 15 harvesters now for Dez.
So Regnier's going to be really, really far ahead, even though he might be behind on the actual army count. If Dez doesn't have anything to make units with, it's gonna be pretty bad for him. Regnier, that drop was really, really effective. And Dez is just gonna do a giant doom drop.
I'm really surprised to see Reg leave. Oh, I see. He's sitting at the top so he can see. Yeah, we do have a lot of Marines that are coming in here. A few Marauders. But they're going to come into this planetary supply, and he's going to find them. And I don't know how effective that's going to be. Let's see if he scouts it. He'd have to be looking right at it to see it, but we do see... Okay, there's nothing yet there.
Additional supply depots required.
Oh, and they're going to drop on the side. So even if he doesn't see it, he doesn't see it. But it's not that far of a walk if he wants to move back up, and he can repair this planetary fortress. So it may not be effective. Let's see if he finds it and repairs it. No, he's not repairing it yet. He's still letting it go down. And it looks like he's going to try to oh, no, he finally starts repairing it. I don't think it's going to be enough. And Reg is starting to move in as well, too, but he's losing all of those units to the tanks. He's going to lose every one of those before he comes in, and he has 2 left. No, they all go down. This third base is finally canceled. He can move it up. I don't see. Oh, he does have some units, but nothing sieged. He can definitely come in here. And Reg has about 4 SCVs that are doing nothing in the front of this first base here as well, too.
Oh, this is really not looking good.
Dez is coming in. Yeah, Dez is coming in. Yep, he's dropping everything. He's trying to take out the barracks, and nobody really coming in. So he's targeting an almost empty. Yeah, it was an empty Vesby Geyser, but you never know if you need that or not. So he decides to target that down. Tank is finally starting to siege up now. Unfortunately, all that's left are Marauders, so it's not going to be as effective as if they were Marines, and he's going to lose that tank very quickly. Marines do come back in, but there are so many medevacs for Dez that he can just keep stimming over and over again and knock out a bunch of these. Nothing coming in. Finally, tanks are moving back in, but it may be a little too late. He is targeting down the main command center, and let's see if they're still stemmed. They just ran out of stem. Let's see if he stems them back up again, because a lot of these medevacs do have full energy, or a lot of energy. Tanks are coming back in, and they are getting sieged now. Lots of tanks coming in. This is going to get cleaned up. He might want to pick them up now. Still not picking them up. He's just going to fight to the death. He says, I've gotten enough damage out of these. I might as well suicide them.
Yeah, now Regnier's going to really have to mass up if he's going to hold off any next push that might come from Dez. Regnier is back on 2 bases as Dez is. And
the army and the supply count has swung hugely to Dez's favor. It's actually Dez is ahead in workers by just a few, too, but he was down a bunch earlier. And he's up 130 to 65 in the army supply as well, too. So even though minerally they're close, this really is a hard battle.
Yeah, and Regnier
we got a Raven coming out.
Expanding.
Sorry about that. We have a Raven coming out as well, too, for Reg.
Yes, and Ravens are pretty good units.
Especially versus Marines.
Ravens are...
But both have Ravens! We're going to have a bunch of units that are firing with blanks for quite a while, it seems, here shortly. Alright, we do have Dez moving out. Actually, we have both players moving out again, both with pretty large armies. This may be a final battle if it gets decisive. Whoever can basically tank up first. Let's see how many tanks. We only have 3 tanks for Dez, and look at all of the tanks for Reg. If he can get these sieged up and do a lot of damage to these, he can be at a decisive advantage. He needs to siege up now, though. He's got to be seen. Yeah, he does see them, and he's just now starting to tank up, but they do stem up, and he's going to try to take out a lot of those tanks. There's hardly any medevacs inside there, and all those Marauders, they are moving in close. He's going to take out all of these tanks. And now he should just march straight in and go for the win here, I believe, and he is starting to move up. As far as the unit count for Reg, the only thing he's got is 8 Marines. He does have 3 tanks and that 1 Raven, but I just don't think it's going to be enough for all of those Marauders.
Oh, this is looking really, really bad for Regnier. He just doesn't have anything. It's like... Oh, and it seems that his one hidden expo has been found out, but he is muling up really, really hard on this on his actual third base, so he will be getting some kind of income, maybe be able to get back making a bunch of Marines, but it's going to be really, really hard.
Yep, and it does look like Dez lifted... No, he didn't lift his supply center. He did build his third, and he has mules going on that. Reg's middle command center hasn't been scouted yet, so he actually has those up. And we do have another drop that's... nope, not coming in yet, but yes, here it comes now. It is coming in. And he does turn it to the side a little bit. I think he's going to see that tank, but he's going to go to the natural now, and he's going to drop in front of the natural. Nope, there's nothing there. He did drop in front of that missile turret, and now he's going to start killing off the starport. And let's see where he goes next. He's just going to start killing off units now. Reg's units are in terrible shape. They're getting barely front, and he's kind of choked himself off, and they're dying so fast. I don't think he killed anything inside other than those tanks. The tank's going to go down, and now he's going to finish off that starport. He's going to go... he tried to land those Vikings, but that didn't do any good. And Reggie...
There's the GG.